I also think it could be a course in what not to do in the fact that you don't give one person like Daddy Cohen so much power over 90% of the network. I think that could be a cautionary tale, but let's just think of the
Now,
positive here because it's the holidays. Yeah, it's a
wouldn't
brilliant marketing genius that is Bravo. Brilliant.
hindsight's always 2020. And
2020.
would Bravo be what Bravo is? Would the Housewives franchise be what it is if it wasn't for Andy?
No,
People make
it would
they
not.
make businesses, they make, would Amazon be Amazon without Jeff Bezos? There's usually one person.
Mhm.
Would Barstool Sports be Barstool without Dave Portnoy?
Without
No.
that big fucking swinger, without that big swinger between his goddamn legs, no, it would not be. That
We
the
love
shit swings so low. You know what I'm saying?
we love Portnoy.
Would Sirius be serious without the House of Stern?
No, it wouldn't have
No.
survived as long as it survived without Stern.
Would JLL Lewis? Some people love that Jeff Lewis. Would Lewis have a job if it weren't for Stern? No,
So
no.
I don't think they could do it any different, quite honestly. And same with the rise of Teresa Giudice. Sometimes you just
Mm.
have to, you know, y- you got to try to manage your talent. You got to hopefully they don't tip the scales. I mean, like, yeah. So
No,
I
I
think they
get it.
did the
Look,
right thing.
when you're building something and it's making money, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Look, I've had a couple of bad apples come and sniff around here that we kept for too long, but when it's working, it's hard to change the process. It's like, let me bank the dollars while they're coming in, right? But
Yeah,
you should cut off the Medusa's head at the but it's the train is left. Look, same thing, like you said,
train is
Judice,
left.
very good point. Like now we got a problem. We're on pause, but we wouldn't have stopped that because we made the money at the time. There's no regrets. When the Medusa's head is eventually cut off, you realign and you bounce back. I mean, they're looking for a replacement for Stern. I mean, he's a god, but he's not a
Oh,
child. I mean,
Alex Cooper is supposed to be it. So we'll see if Alex can bring the entertainment that Stern has brought since 2000. I believe I know Stern did his deal and started on SiriusXM, I think like a month before September 11th. And then they were, and then of
girl,
course, September 11th
nobody's
happened.
I mean, good luck to her, but nobody can bring what Stern brings, baby. That's
Okay.
like royalty, you know?
Someone will, but is it her? I don't know. I mean, you have to
What
be,
about Portnoy?
I mean, look, it wouldn't shock me. I think Barstool, they're probably going to do a huge deal with somebody again. They almost did one with ESPN, which I still think is one of ESPN's biggest mistakes. But they had a couple of women at ESPN say, "Oh, Barstool brand is sexist
Oh, please, blow it out your ass.
and they
Um,
make disgusting jokes."
okay, well, this is reality. Shut off the lights and don't leave your house.
I,
Um,
bro, I no,
I mean,
I love a little raunchy humor, and Dave has apologized and grown and like everybody. But anyway,
mhm,
um,
mhm.
no, I think they did the right thing. So yeah, I could see Bravo being a case study.
Love it. What about this girl, Kyle? Do you know my friend Kyle
Yeah,
Richards? Now,
yeah.
don't confuse her with a Sarge, but Kyle, a few weeks back at Fan Fest, Andy brought up the thing that bothered Garcelle in the first episode. Andy, weeks back, said, Kyle, was this true? We were going to go through a whole season here and you're not going to mention the name Morgan? And
I,
Kyle said, Andy, you're so shady to ask that.
are people coming for? I need to read the comments. People are coming for Kyle like as strongly as I want to, right?
I
I'm
think
I'm
so.
so
Yeah.
get I'm getting so done with this. What is?
Really?
Well, aren't you irritated with her? Like that whole this
Honey,
season?
let it out. If you want to have a rant here in late December, you do it. I'm not stopping you. Go ahead.
Oh, I am so fucking irritated. Yes, I am irritated. The audacity of her to come on this season, episode 1, and not use her name. Thank God for Garcelle. And Garcelle was like, "Oh, honey, I think that video of her patting your ass didn't really help." And
Mm.
how she blames the media. I'm so
Mhm.
over it. I'm so over it. And then she now her story is, "Oh, I never had feelings for Morgan, but because the media, because you all said that I should, or there was something going on, then I started to question it." Now, has that ever happened to you? Has anybody ever said to you, "Oh, I see you dating that girl. I think you're going to be with that girl." And then all of a sudden, because of everybody's chatter in high school or college, you thought you were going to be with that girl?
Girl, it don't happen with a guy. I mean, I've said this before. I don't understand how people are friends for 10 years and one day you wake up and you have that sip of coffee and you look over at your best friend of 10 years and say, "Holy shit. Wow. You're the one." Now, apparently it's happening to Stacey Rush before our very eyes, although she's not having sex with a guy. And apparently it happens to people, but it doesn't happen to me. Like, I meet you and I either want to fuck you or not within the first 3 seconds of me meeting you. And if I don't, chances are I never will, for whatever that's worth. So, I mean, and if I do, I can just quietly long for you until it happens. So I don't know.
What are
No.
you annoyed or are you like not that annoyed? Are you not as irritated as I am? I just feel like she's almost flippant with us in the audience. Like I almost feel like she has this attitude of like, how dare you question my like relationship? And it's like, bitch, you're the one like on safari hiding her, all this stuff. You're the one like that did red carpets. You're the one that did a music video making out with her. What do we Right? Am I like, I almost feel like she and Teddy have this strategy of like, let's confuse the audience and just like make it on like, ooh, well, I don't know what you see, but that's not what's happening. Like,
And she did say something because I guess to Andy's question, I can't find it. She also said, "Well, I wouldn't really say I'm single." Now that could
it
imply,
goes on and on. It's just so stupid. I actually feel like Mo is winning. Like he's just like chilling.
yeah. I mean, look, Mo is gonna look. I mean, I'll date Mo. You know what I mean? Like there's some money there, baby. You know what I mean? So Mo is gonna have his choice of man, woman, dog, whatever he wants. I mean, Kyle has some money too, so I guess she'll have a choice. But Mo seems to be playing this one a little better. I mean, right now she's like, I wouldn't say I'm single. I just don't feel that way. Well, what are you? And by the way, we wouldn't be asking if you weren't on an actual reality show where you're supposed to show your life. No one would care. So, right, don't I guess I'm not as angry as you are, but let me put it this way. You're not alone in your anger because the audience, they're not so thrilled with Kyle either, for whatever that's worth.
I don't know.
You're not alone in this one,
I
sis.
used to love, I mean, I still love Kyle Richards. I do, but
But you're getting a little. Might this be a new rant for you in
yeah, I'm
2025
just
instead of
so
Bethany?
irritated. I'm so irritated. Yeah, I'm actually like, I feel like I'm a little over the old Beth, and I'm on to ranting about Teddy and Kyle.
Teddy's getting under your skin. The gnat is getting under your skin. What's the gnat doing? I mean, she's gonna, she's gonna stay there behind the microphone. What about this? At that same fan fest weeks ago, we never addressed this. Kyle was asked, who would you like to see back from any franchise or your own? And her mind went to Miss Davidson.
I love it. I'd like
Eileen.
Eileen back. I thought there was something very Eileen checked all the boxes for me. Old Hollywood.
Really?
I like Eileen. Yeah, did you? I liked